Hello everyone, I'm Lynn and this is Cafe Talkie with Lynn. I am having my apple tea and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your views and I hope you all find interesting things in my channel. And today I would like to talk about loneliness. And I have already mentioned before, I am originally from Myanmar and I have been working and living here in Tokyo for over 4 years now. And I keep struggling with loneliness. I am already so far away from my family and friends, and on top of that, it is very difficult for me to make new friends. It is just my personal own experience, but for me, it is really a struggle to make new friends here. So, like, I am so lonely, and for example, I want to go out on Friday nights for a drink or a dinner, but I have no one to actually hang out with, or like, I want to do some activities on weekends, but I have no one to call, things like that. It's really, really struggle for me. And at that time, like I find ways how to cope with that loneliness, and I find some things I cannot actually apply to in my life, and some I can actually do myself. But I still want to share with you all to actually cope with loneliness in our own ways. And for me, I think that the first one and very important one is to accept that loneliness is normal. Like we can be lonely, like when we have anyone around us, or we can be lonely even if many people like family and friends around us, right? Sometimes like they cannot understand what we are feeling or what we are thinking, and at that time we can be lonely, right? So at first, like I would like to reject, like, oh no, I'm not lonely, I'm a really strong independent woman, how can I be really lonely? No, actually not, I can be lonely. I have to accept that I am lonely, and loneliness is totally normal. This is the first thing. And after we can accept that loneliness is normal, then we can keep forward. We can keep go forward, right? So at that time, I think that the first one is that we can like practice positive self-talk. Like we keep saying very negative things about us, right? But let's practice to say like really nice things to ourselves, like see through the mirror and talk, I love you, I am very thankful, I am very happy, I am totally beautiful, like I am worthy, I'm valuable. Yeah, maybe it is strange and weird at first, but I think it is useful because you can feel really good about yourself, right? So I think the first one is to practice positive self talk to yourself. And the second one is to strengthen existing relationship. Yes, I know that sometimes when we are really lonely and a little bit kind of depressed, and at that time we actually want to shut down everything. We don't want to talk to anyone, and we don't want to explain what we are feeling, or how our struggle is really big for us. But like we need to still communicate with people, and I think that we have to talk with them very honestly, very openly, that you actually struggle and it is very big for you. Like sometimes like people want to downgrade in your loneliness or your struggle, like, oh no, my struggle is bigger than yours, or things like that. Actually it is not. Like we have our own personal experience, and this experience must be really big and painful for you. So you have to talk very honestly and just say everything how you feel and what you expect from them. And I think that maybe 8 to 9 people out of 10 will help you and support you because they love you for no matter what, right? So I think just tell them honestly and strengthen the existing relationship. I think it's really important. And then the other tips that I really wanted to do and I cannot do is get a pet. I am a very big pet lover. I love cats and dogs, and my YouTube and Instagram, everything is just cats and pigs, cat and dog videos and photos. But my apartment is not pet friendly. They don't allow me to get a pet. So if you can just get a pet, I think it is really therapeutic for you, and they can be a nice best friend for you, a really nice companion, and you like I think it's just really nice to have someone with you all the time, right? They are really cute and they are really funny, and you will be so happy with them. So if you can, please get a pet, okay? And then for me, like the tips that I actually applying to in my life is set a new goal. Yes, we need to set a new goal. For me, like sometimes loneliness comes from the stable life. Like we don't have much challenges at work and life, and we are so stable, and our life is like a straight line. We don't have ups and downs and exciting things. So at that time, we we become really bored, and like our life is just boring. And at that time, the loneliness will keep coming to you. So I think that if we set a new goal, like for short-term goal or long-term goal, and maybe we can actually do some goals, and maybe we still trying to get the other, but it will make you feel less lonely. I think I think it's really difficult to actually think about I am lonely when you are really busy, right? So I think that, uh, for example, setting the short-term goal, like I will do yoga for 30 days, or the long-term goal, I will relocate to some other country, for example. Right now, I actually thinking to relocate to other country that I can actually make new friends and have a lovely, friendly environment and community with me. So this is my actually long-term goal. So I applying these tips for my life right now. And then the other thing is that to find a hobby, like maybe painting or like creating music, or like volunteering, things like that. And I think that when you find a new hobby, we have a really excitement in our mind, right? Like we feel really excited to try new things, and at that time, like we can find a class to actually do new things, and maybe we can find friends there, right? So, for example, I want to do yoga, and it becomes my hobby. And so at the time, like you can actually go to the yoga class and do with friends, and it would be so fun. So I think finding hobby and going to the classes, and like, or is for example, like volunteering in your local community, it would be really nice to cope with loneliness. And yeah, I also want to do something like that, for example, yoga, or like some painting, or like photographing. So I'm still trying how to do with these new hobbies of mine. Yeah. And you are doing every tips right now, but like you still want to do more, then I think you can actually find support online. For me, I choose to do on YouTube. Like I started this new channel and like I want to talk with you all, and I want to share my experience with you all, and I want to hear from you. So likewise, like maybe we can use the other social media, Facebook or online community to actually get the support from other people around the world, and we could get like really big community together and find the support online. So I think that we can find support online too to actually cope with our loneliness. And then the last point is that we try everything, but we still have left loneliness in our mind. Then at that time, go see the therapist. I think it is really nice to actually talk with the therapist and get the actual solution from them, how to really cope with loneliness or some mental illness or things like that. For me, it I think that it is like a must to actually see the therapist when you actually struggling with some mental problems, because like we don't have to shine, or we don't have to reject, or we don't have to feel guilty, or like we don't have to feel strange to see the therapist, right? We have body and mind. If we got flu, we have to go see the doctor, right? The same thing go to mind. If we have some problems in our mind, we have to actually cure that with like by seeing therapist, right? It just nothing wrong. We can go see the therapist and um, actually discuss with them what to do next. So I think that to actually cope with loneliness, although we find very many things and tips and we still are struggling, then just go see the therapist. Thank you so much for this video. And I'm still struggling. I'm just a normal, ordinary woman in her 30s, and I actually want everyone to be happy and less lonely. So please tell me what you are coping with loneliness, how you do, and please comment me and share and like and subscribe me. Thank you so much, and I'm waiting to see you soon. Bye bye. Bye.